Stop right there. Don't skip. Because what I'm about to reveal might already be sitting in your pocket right now and you don't even know it. A simple penny, something people throw into jars, drop on the ground, or spend without thinking, could secretly be a silent fortune worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is not a story. This is not hype. This is real auction market reality happening right now across the United States. Today on Rare CoinX Secret, we are uncovering the top 3 most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies in the world. Coins that look completely ordinary, but collectors are quietly fighting over them. These are not just coins. These are hidden treasures, life-changing discoveries, and the kind of wealth people are accidentally losing every single day. One tiny detail, one small mark, 1 year can turn a 1-cent coin into something powerful beyond imagination. Stay with me till the end, because each coin gets rarer, more shocking, and more dangerous to ignore, and the final coin will completely change how you look at pennies forever. And remember, this channel, Rare CoinX Secret, is freshly updated every single day, bringing you the rarest hidden treasures in the coin world. Now take a deep look, because coin number 1 is already more powerful than you think. First coin. This coin is one of the most misunderstood and most dangerous coins to ignore in American history. At first glance, it doesn't look special. It doesn't shine like... In fact, many people would mistake it for just another old penny and spend it without a second thought. But that's exactly why the 1943 Lincoln wheat penny is a hidden giant. This coin was born in one of the most intense years in U.S. history. 1943's America was deep in World War II. Resources were under pressure. Metals like copper were urgently needed for war equipment, ammunition, and military technology. Because of this, the U.S. Mint made a historic decision to change the composition of pennies. Instead of the traditional copper, 1943 pennies were struck using steel coated with zinc. This made them look completely different from normal pennies. It gave them a unique appearance, a different feel, and a completely new identity. But not all 1943 coins are equal. The D-Mint mark, located just below the date, tells us this coin was minted in Denver, and Denver Mint coins from this era carry a special weight in the collector world. They were produced under pressure, high-speed operations, and wartime urgency. That intensity created variations, survival differences, and hidden rarities that today collectors are obsessed with. Now look closely at this specific coin. It carries original small black spots on both front and back. To an untrained eye, that might look like damage, but to a collector, that is authenticity. That is proof that the coin has not been cleaned, not been polished, and not been destroyed by modern interference. This is original history untarnished, its structure, its identity, and its natural aging. Most coins from 1943 were heavily circulated, scratched, corroded, or lost. Finding one that survived with original surfaces like this is extremely rare. Now feel this coin in your mind. It weighs about 2.7 grams, lighter than traditional copper pennies. The diameter is 19 millimeters, with a thickness that gives it a firm but slightly different metallic presence. The steel composition gives it a cold, solid feel, completely different from the warmth of copper coins. That difference alone makes it stand out, but only if you're paying attention. This coin is a survivor of wartime America. It passed through hands during one of the most critical moments in history. It saw a world under pressure, and somehow, now, it survived. That survival is what makes it powerful. Collectors today are not just buying coins. They are hunting untouched history. They look for originality, for natural toning, for coins that have not been altered. And this coin checks every box. That's why, when coins like this appear, in auctions, something incredible happens. Bidding becomes quiet, intense, aggressive. Collectors don't hesitate. They don't wait. They move fast because they know opportunities like this are disappearing. And here is the moment that transforms everything. The current market value of this 1943D, in condition with original black spots, is $260,000. Yeah, this is absolutely current. This is real. This is happening in today's collector market. This is not fiction. This is instantly powerful in the coin world. This is the kind of coin that turns ordinary people into serious collectors overnight. This is the kind of coin that sits quietly in collections while its value climbs higher and higher and higher. And experts are already saying the same thing. The market is rising, supply is shrinking, demand is exploding. Time is only making this coin more valuable. Wait for time, and this coin becomes even stronger. If you ever find one like this, do not clean it. Never polish it. Never try to improve it. That destroys its power instantly. Keep it safe. Protect it. Get it professionally graded because originality is everything. Even the smallest detail can change everything. In conclusion, this 1943D Lincoln Wheat penny is not just a coin. It is a silent fortune. It is a hidden treasure. It is a life-changing opportunity that people are accidentally losing every single day. And now, you are no longer one of those people. But don't relax. Yet because the next coin is even more shocking, even more rare, and even more dangerous to ignore. Stay with me. Coin number 2. This next coin is the kind of coin most people would reject instantly. Do not skip this moment. Seriously. Stop everything and listen carefully, because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you look at every single penny in your life. Right now, somewhere out there, a simple, ordinary-looking coin is being ignored, tossed aside, or spent without a second thought. But what if I told you that same coin could secretly be worth thousands of dollars? This is not hype. This is not a fantasy. This is real market truth happening right now, today. We are revealing one of the most underestimated coins in American history. Coin number 4, the 1950 Lincoln Wheat penny. Now, at first glance, nothing about this coin feels special. It doesn't shine like gold. It doesn't look rare. It doesn't scream value. It looks like something you've seen 100 times before, maybe even something you've already spent. And that is exactly why this coin is so dangerous to ignore. Because hidden within certain 1950 wheat pennies are details so small, so easy to miss, that they can transform 1 cent into a serious collector's prize. Let's break it down. The year 1950 was a transitional period in American coin production. The U.S. Mint was operating at high capacity, producing millions of coins to meet growing demand after World War II. Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco were all striking pennies that year, which means most people assume they are common, and yes, many of them are, but not all. Not even close. Because in the world of coin collecting, rarity is not just about the year. It's about the details, the mint mark, the condition, the strike quality, and most importantly, the errors. Now look closely. If you ever come across a 1950 penny, the first thing you need to check is the mint mark. Right below the date, you may see a small letter. No letter means Philadelphia. A D means Denver, and an S means San Francisco. Each one tells a different story. Each one carries a different level of rarity. But here's where things start to get interesting. The 1950D Lincoln Wheat penny is known for strong strikes and high survival rates. But finding one in perfect, untouched condition is much harder than people think. Most of these coins were heavily circulated, used, worn, damaged over time. So when a high-grade 1950D coin appears, with sharp details, clean surfaces, and original red color, collectors take notice immediately because that level of preservation is rare. Now let's go deeper. The 1950s Lincoln Wheat penny. This is where things become even more fascinating. San Francisco coins from this era are known for weaker strikes and less defined details, which means a sharply struck 1950s coin is incredibly desirable. If the wheat lines on the back are strong, if Lincoln's hair details are clear, if the coin still holds its original luster, that is not normal. That is special. That is valuable. And then we move into the world of errors. This is where everything changes, because some 1950 wheat pennies were struck with subtle but powerful mistakes, repunched mint marks, where the D or S appears doubled, slight doubling in the lettering, off-center strikes, even minor misalignments. To the average person, these look like flaws. To collectors, these are opportunities. Because errors are limited, they are unpredictable, and once they are discovered, they become targets. Now imagine this. You're holding a 1950 penny. It looks old, worn, nothing special, but then you tilt it under the light, and suddenly, you see something unusual. A slight doubling, a shifted mint mark, a detail that doesn't look quite right. That moment, that single moment of awareness, can turn a worthless coin into something extraordinary. And here is where the reality hits. A standard 1950 penny in poor condition might be worth just a few cents, but a high-grade, uncirculated example with full red color can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And if it has a rare error, the value climbs even higher. Now think about that. A coin that people ignore every day. A coin that sits quietly in drawers, jars, and old collections could be hiding real financial value. This is not luck. This is awareness. This is knowledge. And most people simply don't have it. They don't check their coins. They don't look closely. They assume everything is common. And because of that, they lose opportunities without even realizing it. Now let's talk about condition, because this is where most people make the biggest mistake. They find an old coin, and the first thing they do, they clean it, they polish it, they try to make it look new, and in that moment, they destroy its value completely. Because in the collector world, originality is everything. Collectors don't want shiny coins. They want real coins. Coins with natural aging. Coins with untouched surfaces. Coins that tell a story. The moment you clean a coin, you remove the very thing that makes it valuable. So, if you ever find a 1950 wheat penny that looks promising, do nothing to it. Keep it safe, handle it carefully, and get it professionally evaluated, because even the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. Now let's bring this all together. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat penny is not just another coin. It is a hidden layer of history, a quiet survivor of post-war America, a piece of metal that has traveled through time, through hands, through decades, waiting for someone to finally recognize its true value. And now, that someone could be you. But here's the truth. Most people won't accept. Opportunities like this don't disappear because they are rare. They disappear because people don't pay attention. They don't look closely enough. They don't believe something so small could be so powerful. But now you know. Now you see differently. Now every penny you touch has potential. So the next time you get change, the next time you see an old coin, The next time you open that forgotten jar, stop, look closer, check the date, check the mint mark, check the details. Because you are no longer just looking at coins. You are searching for hidden value. You are hunting opportunity, and you are thinking like a collector. In conclusion, the 1950 Lincoln Wheat penny is not just 1 cent. It is a test of awareness, a test of patience, a test of whether you see what others ignore. And if you pass that test, you might just discover something life-changing. But don't stop here, because there are still more coins out there, more rare, more valuable, and even more shocking than this. Stay ready, stay alert, because the next coin you hold might not be ordinary at all. Do not look away right now, because what you are about to see could already be hiding in your pocket, your drawer, or that old jar sitting somewhere in your home. This is not just another penny. This is coin number 3, the 1953 Lincoln Wheat penny. Now listen carefully, because this is where most people make a huge mistake. At first glance, this coin looks completely normal. Nothing shiny, nothing rare, nothing special. Just another old wheat penny that people ignore every single day. And that is exactly why it is so dangerous. Because hidden inside some 1953 pennies are secrets that can turn 1 cent into thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Let me show you. The year 1953 was a high-production year for the U.S. Mint. Millions of pennies were made in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, which means most people assume they are all common. But they are wrong, because not all 1953 pennies are equal. Some of them carry rare mint marks, some of them carry hidden errors, and some carry tiny details that only sharp eyes can catch. Now focus on this. Look just below the date. If you see a small S mint mark, that means it was minted in San Francisco. And here's the truth. Most people don't know. The 1953 S Lincoln Wheat penny is one of the weakest struck coins of the entire wheat penny series. That means many of them came out with blurry details, soft lines, and incomplete features. So when a fully detailed, sharply struck 1953 S coin appears, collectors go crazy because it is extremely rare to find one with strong details, clear wheat lines, and a bold Lincoln portrait. Now take it even further. Some 1953 pennies have what experts call RPM, repunched mint mark. That means the mint mark was stamped more than once, slightly off position. To a normal person, it looks like a small mistake. To a collector, it looks like money, because these tiny errors are limited, they are documented, and they are hunted. Now, imagine finding one of these in your own collection without even knowing it. But wait, it gets even more shocking. Condition changes everything. A worn 1953 penny? Maybe just a few cents. But a high-grade, uncirculated 1953 S penny with sharp strike and original red color. That can sell for thousands of dollars. And if it has a rare error, even higher. Now picture this. A coin sitting quietly for decades, passed from hand to hand, ignored, forgotten, until one day, someone looks closer. Someone notices the detail. Someone understands what it really is. And suddenly, that 1 cent coin becomes a hidden asset, a collector's prize, a piece of history that survived untouched. This is how people lose value every single day. They don't look, they don't check, they assume. And in that assumption, they throw away opportunity. So here's what you need to do right now. Go check your coins. Look for 1953. Check the mint mark. Look for an S, a D, or no mint mark at all. Examine the details, the wheat lines, the shine, the texture, and most importantly, do not clean it. Do not polish it, because the moment you touch its surface, you destroy its value. Original condition is everything. Collectors don't want perfect-looking coins. They want real coins, untouched coins, authentic history, and that is where the money is. In conclusion, the 1953 Lincoln Wheat penny is not just another coin. It is a silent opportunity, a hidden value, a test of awareness. And now, you are one of the few people who knows the truth. But don't get comfortable yet, because there are even more coins out there. More valuable, more shocking, and more dangerous to ignore. Stay alert, because the next coin you touch might not be just 1 cent.